Ozioma, why can't you be like other girls your age? Other girls your age are learning how to cook, but you are here climbing trees like a boy and bringing wounds back home every day. This was Ozioma's mother talking as she was boiling hot water in the kitchen to massage the wounds on Ozioma's legs. We've not even finished treating the one you brought home last week. Now you are bringing another one. What would your father say if he meets you here like this? At 13 years old, Ozioma didn't like to do the things that other girls liked. Instead of playing and pretending to be cooking with sand, she would rather play with the boys, climbing trees to pluck fruits and hunting lizards and birds with catapults. She was the only child of her mother, and her father had gone ahead to marry another woman just so he could have male children. But the other wife, who was the new wife, also had 4 girls. People in the village who saw Ozioma would often say that she was the boy child her father always wanted, but that she missed her way and came in the body of a woman. Regardless, her father always thought she was less than a male child and didn't regard her and her stepsisters. But Mama, Ozioma said, "Don't you like the ripe oranges I plucked for you from the tree?" "It was because I wanted to get them, that's why I fell down from the tree," replied Ozioma. "Shut up that your sharp mouth," her mother shouted. "Don't worry, keep talking, I will put this hot water in your mouth," her mother said, as she proceeded to soak a piece of cloth in hot water and applied it on the wound, after which she applied some herbs on the wound. As time passed, Ozioma grew into a beautiful young woman, but she didn't behave the way other maidens her age would. She would carry heavy loads and do jobs that most ladies wouldn't be able to do. Because of this, other maidens in the village would make fun of her that she was a man in a woman's body and that she would never find a man to marry her because of her personality. Her mother was getting older and worried if Ozioma would ever find a man to marry her. One day, something happened in their village. Very early in the morning, shouts could be heard from different corners of the village and people were running helter-skelter. What had happened was that warriors from another village had invaded their village. They surrounded the village on every side and attacked the villagers, killing many people and burning down houses. The warriors in Ozioma's village tried to defend themselves, but they were not prepared and were caught by surprise. So the enemies defeated them and killed many of the warriors. By noon, while the sun was shining high in the sky, the village, which used to be bubbly and full of activities, was as quiet as if nobody lived there. The invading warriors had gathered the males who were left, both adults and children, and placed them in a prison which they built while chaining them. The women and female children were left on chains so that they could be slaves. However, they didn't realize that there was a woman who was brave and strong like a man amongst the other women. This whole situation continued for some time as the men were in prison and the women working as slaves to the warriors and their leaders who were now living in Ozioma's village. One day, Ozioma became angry at the whole situation, seeing her father locked up in chains and her mother being reduced to a mere servant, and she decided to do something to free her people. She knew that if she acted without planning, she would easily be caught and that could be dangerous. So, she took some time to observe the enemies. She observed how they operated, where they kept their food and their weapons, and she came up with a plan on how to act. She also didn't tell any of the other women about her plan because she knew that they would discourage her. So, after devising a plan, she decided to act one night. At midnight, she woke up and sneaked out of the room where she was sleeping with other women. She cleverly avoided being seen by the guards who were on duty that night. She then walked to the place where the warriors kept their food and weapons and took a torch of fire and set the whole place on fire. The whole place went up in flames quickly because the whole time, while she had been making her plans, she had been secretly pouring palm kernel oil on the bamboo wall of the hut, which can easily catch fire. Screams of people shouting, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" was heard as the warriors tried to put off the fire. While the warriors were distracted, she also took the torch flame and went to the king's house where the leader of the warriors was staying and also set it on fire. At this point, the warriors are confused, running helter-skelter, confused as to which fire to put off first. At that point, the ruler of the warrior knew that somebody was trying to sabotage them and came out looking for who it was. He saw Ozioma and started chasing her. Ozioma knew that she wouldn't be able to win him if she fought him, as he was a trained warrior who was experienced in battle. So, she ran to where they kept their animals and climbed up on one of the elephants. She rode on the elephant and made it run towards where the leader of the warriors was standing, holding a spear. He threw the spear, trying to hit Ozioma, but she dodged it. She quickly made the elephant run towards him as he brought out another spear, trying to hit the elephant this time. Ozioma quickly directed the elephant, who hit him with one of its legs and flung him away, where he hit his body against a tree and lost consciousness. The other warriors also tried to attack Ozioma with spears, but the elephant on which she sat destroyed all of them. Then, Ozioma rode the elephant to where her people were held captives and released them from the prison. The Amer were able to get their weapons and defeated the other warriors who were left. When the whole situation was calm and peace was restored to the village, the king awarded Ozioma and her family with wealth, riches, and chieftaincy title because Ozioma saved the kingdom from their enemies. He also made Ozioma a part of his royal cabinet and a special advisor to the throne. She became the first woman ever in the history of the kingdom to sit in the royal cabinet. From that day on, her father was proud of her, and he no longer regarded her as less than his son, and he even named her his favorite daughter, and also nicknamed her Ugolo, which means the pride of a home. Because of the special recognition from the king, many men were interested in Ozioma and wanted to marry her, but she accepted the proposal of Uchenna, who was her childhood friend, and they lived happily. Ozioma became not just the pride of her family, but also the pride of the kingdom. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe to our channel. It will mean a lot to us. Thank you very much.